Hello. This is AJT500 slash down to track 98 slash Helogs Wonderwise slash Helo slash Sarasa's Cake Heart. And this is the Helogs for January 2026. If you're new to this series, this is my candid talking section where I just kind of talk about stuff that I did on the gotchas I play for this month. And I'm only playing Granblue right now, so we just talk about Granblue. Honestly, I had to really think like hard and seriously about what I even did this month. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I've been like so busy with like IRL stuff, work IRL, and Final Fantasy raid because the new Savage tier came out. I really not been playing Granblue, and we also had a guild war this month too, so that already takes up like a week of doing like anything. So yeah, I had to think like there's not a lot. Honestly, I can probably finish this in one take because there's not a lot to go over this month. So yeah, let's just hop into it. Let me pull up my notepad. So 14 sands, 4 bars. So as we know, I usually just farm 10 sands every month. I'm gonna jump a little bit ahead to the goal section. I actually already did my 10 sands for this month. I've already bought my rerolls for this month, so this 30 is like a fresh 30. I kind of tried to get ahead of the game with sands because I wanted to focus on bars for this month and for next month, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah, so 14 sands, 4 bars this month. Gabe Bulg off the ticket, so we got one of those what are these called, superlative tickets. And I was pretty sure I was gonna get Gabe Bulg just because I wanted Gabe Bulg originally just because it had crit on it. So I was thinking about places where I could use it with like held in him and stuff. But then they went and announced Lancer Origin, so it kind of just like super solidified Gabe Bulg for me, just in case it's useful for that class. My main thought process, I know obviously the main hand, but I'm also kind of thinking in the same line as Opsaris, how Opsaris has the thing where you kind of get like different benefits depending on how many axes or like lances you have in your grid. So I'm thinking even if it's not a main hand, it might be useful as like a grid piece for stuff like that too. So yeah, I'm kind of getting to the point where like I don't have like a ton of superlative weapons in Earth to get anymore, because I just keep literally every single one of these tickets I get an Earth one. Like I don't get any other element, so I only get Earth. So yeah, like I'm eventually gonna get them all if they keep giving out tickets. But anyway, Gabe Bulg was the next one. Next after that, so I barred my second Armaya. I barred this for a setup that I wanted to try. If you've been around the streams, you know I've been wanting to bar this for a while, along with some other stuff, just to try and kind of finish off my bar stuff. But I kind of just pulled the trigger on it. Hasn't really been super useful, TBH. But now I have it, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Replacement rant and artifact rant. So this is just a little aside. I just want to bring this up because I feel like the artifact rant maybe not as much. I think more people were probably there for the artifact rant, so that video probably didn't go like as crazy as the replacement one. But the replacement rant, I feel like kind of took off like a lot. There was a lot of feedback, especially in like the comment sections. I saw it talked about in Discords. Obviously, I saw the memes and stuff like that. But I'm just glad that this video, like when I rant, I usually rant because I'm pissed off. And the replacement thing is something I've been pissed off for like a really long time. But especially the replacement rant, the artifact rant was way more off the cuff. But the replacement rant I made specifically into a video. And I wanted to make it kind of as like a think piece because it's one of those things where it does legitimately piss me off. I hate getting asked for replacements for all the reasons that I listed in that video, but I wanted people to start thinking about that type of thing, even people that don't get asked that question all the time. Because I know there's a lot of people that are better at the game that get asked that type of question, but they probably don't get asked it as much as me because I'm like a streamer. So like they may get annoyed with it and then they kind of just forget about it. But I wanted to kind of bring this think piece into the public consciousness. So I saw a lot of feedback on it, good feedback. Some people didn't like the take, some people did like the take. But I'm just glad it got people talking, and hopefully it spurs people to think a little bit more when they ask questions. Probably not, but hopefully they think a little bit more when they ask questions, and hopefully people will start to eventually try and help themselves a little bit more. That was kind of my objective, was to make it so that people thought a little bit more for themselves. But yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up because this was kind of like a video. I wouldn't say I worked like super hard on this video. I mean, I wrote the script for it and stuff and I recorded it, but it's just something that's been on my mind for a while and I just needed to kind of put it in a video format. So I'm glad I did that. Guild War. So Guild War, this was my final score for it. I already did the post Guild War ramble, so you can go watch that if you got any more stuff about my Guild War experience. Fangtooth, I just want to put this in here because I tried to get this artifact for Guild War and I ran out of all my rerolls, which wasn't a lot because I used a lot of rerolls trying to get the 200 artifacts and the 150 artifacts, but I did want to try and do this again when the month rolled over, and it rolled over today, so I spent my sands, got this. Literally took me one, so I think it's some type of thinking psyop that they just wanted me to make my own Nightmare 90 instead of using the Vakala one. So that was just a thing that happened. So I got my Fangtooth. So technically I have this for Vakala. I also got it Fist, which is kind of nice because there's a lot of Fist characters on Earth. I don't really know who else would use this, but now I have it for Fist. So I was kind of hoping for Fist more so than Axe. But yeah, so I got my Fangtooth. And then for goals, what the heck? Bro, this is supposed to be bars. Goals 60 bars by April 15th. Or by April 15 a month. So essentially right now I'm at like 29 bars in my inventory. I'm technically at like I think like 39 bars if I go through my shop and stuff. I kind of want to get to like 60 by April just as like a goal for myself. I'm thinking I'll probably have to farm around like 13 per month if I count in like host drops that I'll probably get between the 2 months. So I'm thinking about 13 to 15, but that's just something I'm thinking about it because I just know that Water Guild War is coming up. I'm probably going to end up borrowing my Shukra daggers. I'll probably bar my second Sylvia, and there'll probably be like a new Grand or two that comes out from now until April. So I'm just kind of preparing my stock of bars for that and trying to get ahead on it too. So that is the reason also why I farmed sands ahead of time. And I'm already done with those. I finished those today. So now I am gonna do record stuff, and I still have like Final Fantasy raids that I have to do throughout the week, and just random stuff. But my main priority for the next month, especially, is gonna be bars because I already opened up my sands where I don't have to go farm sands anymore this month. So yeah, mostly goal is going to be to farm bars. I want to try and get 60 bars by oh hey, there's my platinum. I want to try and get 60 bars by April, so right before Guild War. But so yeah, I mean that's pretty much the Helogs for this month. Honestly, there wasn't a lot of stuff this month. Like I said, I was pretty busy. Thanks for anybody who hung out on the Final Fantasy streams. By the way, I do usually stream prog for that stuff, but I know a lot of people are just here for Granblue, so not everybody watches it. But we be going long hours, so it'd be kind of nice to, you know, chat with people every now and then. But yeah, I'm not gonna forget this time. Thank you again, Cajun, for joining me for the pre-Guild War ramble. I always forget, and I have to make an addendum for thanking somebody for the pre-Guild War ramble. I got to start thinking about who I'm gonna ask for the Thinking Water one now. But yeah, so thank you again, Cajun, for joining me on that, and congratulations on your top 2K. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this Helogs. Like I said, it's going to be a pretty quick one this month because really not a lot of Granblue stuff was happening. But yeah, so I will stop rambling, and thanks for watching. Thanks for the support as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Okay, addendum, I guess, because as soon as I finish recording, I can flip back to Twitter, and then I saw Koregra was up. I wasn't even really looking at the time when I started recording, so I guess I'll go through this real quick. So ticking Records is coming. I was just talking about doing laps of that. There's some changes in here. I ain't gonna really read all this joint, bro. I'll see when Peaking event comes out. They probably already talked about it anyway. Peaking, this joint, rerun, Alchemist event, Valentine's, side story, Dread Barrage on the 19th. I think this was win favored. Yeah. Win favored. The next Seeking Odious series. Earth and Wind. Let's see what the Seeking Earth one has. Valentine's stuff will happen. Yeah, Valentine's is next Seeking Banner. So yeah, I guess Valentine's is on the way. I'll be spending Valentine's with my waifus again, because you know, ain't nothing happening IRL. Sophia, Limit Break. White Sophia? Dude, I think I remember using this chick on Teaking Celeste when I was a baby. Hey, you guys know how I feel about limit breaks, bro. These joints are almost always trash anyway, so I don't really care. LBs. Ilsa's getting something. Who's seeking water on this joint? Who could matter for water? Sin? I doubt it, but... I doubt it, but... none of these seeking characters. Cosmos is getting something. Folia. Fedial Vasaraga are seeking water. Don't really know if they make a big splash. Oh, I guess this Korwa is also water, huh? I don't think she really does that much either, though. TBH. Maybe something for Hraesvelgr? Bambi. Anilla. Maybe these two. Ragazzo could be useful. Dante's getting his. I don't know about Vicala, maybe. I don't know. I'm not really... I feel like these don't usually blow me away either, TBH. These limit breaks. I guess the only thing I'm kind of looking forward to is... I mean, obviously they're taking Earth, but I'm looking forward to Dante and Folia's. Kind of curious, especially Dante. I don't know what the heck they're even going to give him. I feel like the main thing people are looking for with Folia is that her S1 will work even if you don't hit the debuff. Like, you'll just still get the assassin. But I also don't know if they're going to do that, because I think they just kind of want to get rid of Teaking Twilight Terror in general. So that's who I got my eye on, though. Artifact update. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, all this stuff they already talked about with Teaking Fest. So my artifact rant was a little bit too late. Hopefully some of the changes that I put forth in the artifact rant, hopefully they can take some of that joint to heart and make the whole artifact system in general better. But I mean, this is okay quality of life. I mean, realistically, all this is seeking the filter. The filter, we can get more artifacts per week and we can hold more artifacts. That's really all that's happening here. So there's not like fundamental change to artifacts happening here. But hopefully the rant does something. Xeno Realm. Oh, this is a Teaking sandbox thing. They're putting they're putting Teaking Lapis Merit in this joint. They already talked about this before too. Oh, these are the Teaking raid adjustments. So this is Super Ultimate Bahamut, Hexa, and then the Master Trials. I think for Super Ultimate Bahamut and Hexa, I think the thing was like, what was that? I think it's like if you push Super Ultimate Bahamut past 50% or something, but you like didn't see the trigger or something like that, like you don't get punished. And I think it was like if you don't see like the 2 mil hit triggers in Hexa, then you don't get punished, like something like that. Does this reduce the enemy strengthening effect invincible? Regarding this item, we had announced that we would be making adjustments to the timing of special actions at Granblue Fest 2025, but as a result of balance verification, we decided not to make these changes, instead to reduce the effect of invincibility. The heck does that mean? Bro, that the way this reads, I mean, I don't think this one is that bad, but this one thinking esoteric, bro. Like, why can't I thinking highlight this that way? Thinking esoteric, this reads as in this raid's so thinking trash and messed up that we don't even know how to thinking change it correctly, so we're just gonna make it so that she's invulnless. Which, to be honest, I've talked about this before. I'm happy if they do reduce the invulnerability a bit because like a lot of Ogi teams, like the Ogi team I was trying with like Shalim, Octo, Baija, that thing does so much damage per turn that it ends up wasting probably like 3 to 5%, like sometimes depending on when you hit damage. So I'm ready to thinking kill Esoteric, bro. I'm ready to thinking kill this boss. Honestly, I'll take any change. But this red text is just kind of funny because it really does read just like, dang, we made this joint so bad we don't even know how to fix it without just breaking the thinking fight. So honestly, they should just neuter the fight because the fight is so thinking absolutely god awful that they should just make it baby easy, just like how they did with Agostia. But whatever. Anyway, celestial weapon enhancement process improvements. Enhance all the way up to their attribute change state. Their attribute change state and decayed weapons can now be enhanced all the way up to their base state. The heck does that mean? What the heck does that mean? Is this not actually celestial weapons? Are they talking about revenant weapons? Is that what they're talking about? I don't know. I don't know what this means. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what that means. Changes to experience points granted by the Azure Cup and Scarlet Cup from 30,000 to 10,000. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's go adventure. New area. Oh God. New members will be added. Huh. Okay, 2 more areas for that. Bro, this is such seeking. This is such seeking, dude. I hate adventure, bro. I hate seeking B Walker. All right, I think that's it though. So, I mean, about next month's Koregra. March issue will not be distributed on Sunday, March. Okay, they're not gonna seeking do one at the end of February. It's gonna be they're gonna save it for anniversary stream. Let's see. Okay, yeah. But I mean, we get these raids, we get Dread Barrage, and we get records. It's like the main stuff, I guess. So, I mean, honestly, besides like, I mean, this is gonna be like a thinking day on God, but this will be like a week. This will be like a week, like soon, like on the 6th. So that'll be like a week, and this will probably be a couple days to get these seeking weapons and summons and stuff. But besides that, I'm still pretty much gonna stick to my bar farming plan. There's not like a ton of stuff that'll take up a ton of time, I guess. But yeah, anyway, I'll throw this in at the end of the Helogs since it came up. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.